All right, you guys, back today, just outside of Philly, Lehigh Valley, doing a parking lot. Putting up a camera in the parking lot, and the parking lot is rather large. Check it out. All right, this is about 500 feet long. Right, no one camera is going to cover that whole thing. So what we have is called a PTZ. Right, the PTZ camera. It's mounted up about 25 feet off the ground. Here, let me get a little closer. Right, this one's a rather small one, but they can get pretty big. This one is cool because it's an IP camera, which means it hooks up to your network, your computer network, your router, and that's where it gets its commands from. Now, this one is special because it has two lenses, right? The one down the bottom is the PTZ, pan, tilt, zoom, and then the one up top is the stationary. And what used to happen when you put the two lenses on there, because this camera is called a smart tracker, so it can lock onto an object, a moving object, and move and follow it, right? Sometimes you would miss other footage because the lens was moving. So they added this, which makes it a lot easier to catch more footage. So, but the cool thing about this, well, one of the many features, and I won't go into too much detail, is there's another camera further down on another building. So I can program that camera down there, that when it senses motion, it can trigger this camera to point that way, to a particular point, right? And I can set it for a couple seconds. It'll return back to what's called the park position. The park position is the default position that after all the movement stops, it always goes back to that one position. So that's one cool feature about the IP camera, PTZ, with a dual lens, right? Actually, all of the IP cameras can do that, but this one does a lot more features. So if you want to know more, you can inbox me.